Wacky. Plus, the website Hollywood's biggest stars don't want you to know about. And our girl gone wired wants you to look under her hood. I guess that's a car, not really a motorcycle. Hey everyone, I'm Swisher, and you're watching Unscrewed.
Unscrewed. That's right.
And here he is, a man who actually asked his doctor if Celebrex was right for him.
Thank you very much. You know, I did ask my doctor if Celebrex was right for me, because, you know, have you seen the commercials for that stuff?
Celebrex, Celebrex.
Yeah, exactly. Celebrate. They got like all these really old people dancing around acting like they're not going to die in 5 years. I want that stuff. That makes them happy. It's like that movie Cocoon. It could be like the new Wilford Brimley. Anyway, welcome to Unscrewed, the show that dances stark raving naked through the sprinkler of internet culture. I'm Martin Sargent. All right, I don't know how many of you out there in the Unscrewed Army follow the news, but I want to start here tonight with a news item that I read on internet yesterday. Apparently, TV star and singer David Hasselhoff is claiming that one of his songs is responsible for the fall of the Berlin Wall. Let's reflect. The man who drove around in a gay Firebird named Kit, the man who gave us this dramatic masterpiece, this guy believes his song Arms Around Freedom helped bring about the fall of the Berlin Wall. What can one say but, mein Gott! Now, we all know that Hasselhoff is a giant airbrushed ass of a man, but for some reason, Germany doesn't realize that. Well, folks, new information has come to light, and it helps explain Hasselhoff's iron grip on the Teutonic race. Turns out, David Hasselhoff is the Antichrist. Yes, you heard me correctly. Draw a big old equal sign between Davey Hasselhoff and Old Scratch, Mr. Beelzebub himself, because they are one and the same. It's all right there in that informative website. As the site makes clear, in the book of Revelations, it is written, pardon me a minute, and I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns. See, the 7 heads represent Hasselhoff's 7 separate television incarnations, and the 10 horns are his 10 music albums. You see, it all makes sense. The fabulous wealth, despite a total lack of talent, the stony, ageless face. Unscrewed Army, it just goes to show that internet has the power to save your very soul. For without internet, we might all still be blissfully unaware that this man is no lifeguard. Nay, he is the dark Mephisto himself. So hear me now, townfolk, for a fiery death match is coming between the forces of light and the forces of Hasselhoff. And know too that I, Martin Sargent, I ride with the light, and this day the light shall triumph. Thank you. But, you know, in the meantime, until that whole Armageddon thing, let's watch some internet video of Satan doing his thing.
I tell you,
It's amazing.
that man is no John Tesh.
No, he is no John Tesh. You know what I want to know? I want to know who on my staff keeps pissing on the toilet seat in the bathroom over there. Seriously, I mean, I go in there before the show to try to drop a deuce. I drop trow, I sit down, now my ass is all wet. I don't know if it's you, Camera 8. I don't know if it's you, Floor Director. I don't know if it's you, Joey, the intern, but somebody out there is pissing on my toilet seat, and I'll tell you what, it pisses me off.
Pisses you off. That's funny.
Hey, tonight's show is more fun than 10 cans of Ready Whip on a rainy afternoon. We've got a former child who was a Star Trek phenom. My pal Will Wheaton is here. And as per usual, we've got photos of a delicious doxy we downloaded off the internet. But before all that frivolous claptrap, let's play a little game we call Third Bird. Yeah, baby, here's how the game works. I'll be giving our players 3 words that sound similar. For example, stoned, owned, and cloned. Then the contestants will have to choose which one of the 3 terms gets the highest hit count on Google. Okay, let's meet tonight's contestants. It's returning champion Sammy from SammyForYou.com and newcomer Jen from JensX.com. Welcome, ladies. Sammy, it is so wonderful to see you again. I've been looking at your website a lot over the past week, quite a bit, doing some research, and I read in your journal that you recently took a steamy little trip to Atlanta. Did you experience any turbulence on the airplane?
Lots of turbulence. We took a little private jet up and did a Mile High Club thing.
Really?
Yeah,
You've done
it was
that?
awesome.
Oh, man, I had
On an airplane.
I had sex in a Fiero behind a Hardee's restaurant on the Jersey Turnpike. Where's my club? Where's my club? I want my own. You ever done that?
No, I need a little more room than that.
It's really hot. Okay, you are up against Jen from JensX.com. Hey, Jen.
Hi.
So what's this? What's with this Jen's X thing? I mean, is the site? Is it about your ex? I don't understand.
Yeah, it's really complicated. I started the site like 3 years ago, and it's too complicated to explain.
Yeah, it must be real difficult for you to explain something like that.
Gensex.com, that's the easiest part of it.
Gotcha. Well, you also have another website, bracesbabe.com. What are they? You wear leg braces or a back brace? What's this about?
No, I actually just got some braces on my teeth.
Oh, that's not nearly as hot. You should get leg braces. Then I'd check that out.
I don't know about that.
Believe me, dudes like leg braces, okay?
I know some do. I've seen that.
Yes. All right, you guys ready to play?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to say 3 terms, and you're gonna have to guess which of those terms is going to get the most search results in the Google. You understand?
Yes.
I know it's complicated to explain, but here are the terms: bald eagle, good schmiegel, and evil Knievel. Bald eagle. Okay, which of those 3 terms is going to get the highest search result? Go ahead, anytime.
Bald eagle. Bald eagle.
Who said bald eagle?
Me. I did too.
No, tell me your name. Don't say me. Which one of you said bald eagle?
They both did.
Sammy. We busted.
Okay, I'm going to put a little wrinkle in the game. How many hits did bald eagle get? Because you both said that.
Today? Or is it like for a week?
How many instances of it are on the website, are on the internet?
600,000.
600,000? Who said that?
Jen.
Okay, Sammy, how many instances of bald eagle are on the internet?
What? For today?
On the internet! On the internet! Today, tomorrow, I don't care. How many bald eagles are on the f***ing internet?
100,000.
How many?
100,000.
Okay, you are wrong. There's 1,300,000 instances of bald eagle. That means that Jen is closer because she said 600,000. Wow. That was really complicated. I'm sorry about that.
Jen.
Did Jen say that last week?
Yeah, I don't know the notice. Jen, you just won the Successful Business Organizer. That's your prize. Maybe you can use this to become the Microsoft of the porn industry. Congratulations. That is your prize. There it is right there. Successful Business Organizer. That's what you're going to get. And you, Jen, are going to move on to the next round next week when the prizes will be even more extravagant. Thank you so much for playing Search Spurts, ladies.
Thank you.
Wonderful to have you here. Hey, you at home, be sure to visit our Cam Girls website. You can find links at techtv.com/unscrewed. Wow, the Search Spurts is just breaking down, I swear to God. Hey, Star Trek fans, whatever happened to Will Wheaton? You know, stick around. He'll be here to tell you about life after Wesley.
It comes down to this. I gave you both the internet to stop the fighting around here. You two owe me a favor. Someday you're gonna have to repay that favor. Even if what I ask seems unpleasant. You understand?
Okay. Sure, Dad.
Get SBC Yahoo DSL for $29.95 a month. Connect 2 or more computers with SBC Home Networking for just $50.
Final Fantasy XI Online. Rated T for teen.
So, let's see. It's the right foot?
Yeah.
Here, let's have a look.
How long has it been like this?
Right after I bought my car, so about a week.
The 6-speed, 240 horsepower Accord Coupe from Honda.
Hey, welcome back. So my next friend played Ensign Wesley Crusher on Star Trek The Next Generation, and as if that weren't awesome enough, he also created and maintains his own website as a technology author and an admitted geek. Please welcome my pal, Will Wheaton. How you doing, Will? Hey, buddy. Great to have you on the program. Thanks a lot. So, I mean, it's been a while. It's been 12, 13 years since you were a child actor, yet you never got hooked on crack. You never became a security guard. What have you been up to? You've sort of taken a different path.
When I was 18, I left Star Trek to go and pursue some other things in the entertainment industry. I really wanted to do some movies and expand my career beyond television. And what happened was, as soon as I got off the Enterprise, and I didn't have to wear Wesley Crusher's hair, and I didn't have to look like him anymore, I kind of freaked out and was like, I'm going to go live my life. And I spent several years doing a bunch of other things. And in that time, I really didn't work at all as an actor. Naively thought that I'd be able to just come back to Hollywood and pick up where I left off. And of course, in the time that I left, Hollywood forgot who I was. So I started doing other things. I started writing, and I got married, and I raised kids, and I own a house. And
wow, you said you've been writing. You've been writing several books, one of which is called Dancing Barefoot. What's this about?
These are 5 short but true stories about my experiences as a husband and a stepfather and a former Star Trek actor. They're actually stories that I cut out from a larger book called Just a Geek that will be out in spring of next year. So
you consider yourself a legitimate computer geek? I mean, how much of this actually consumes your life? I know you're something of a nerd. I know you have the website and everything. How much of this is true, though?
It's all true. I mean, I have always been fascinated by technology, and I've always been seduced by the lure of, you know, tearing a computer apart and putting it back together. And I'm a Linux weenie, and I'm an O'Reilly.
So you're a serious nerd. You don't just play with computers, surf the internet. You're using Linux and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there was a time several years ago when telling somebody you were a Linux user was like a very big deal, and I think it's such a user-friendly and easily accessible operating system now. It's not really something to be particularly proud of.
We can tell that you've come a long way in your knowledge of technology and computers, because your first website, willwheaton.net, wasn't all that great, right? It was like one of these GeoCities.
Yeah, my first website actually was built at GeoCities using the Yahoo page builder.
Yeah,
and it is
right here. It's the famous Will Wheaton's website. It's beautiful.
No, this is the current website.
Oh,
so
yes.
yeah, so if you're gonna if you're gonna slam it, that's fine, but just be prepared for a cock punch.
So the new website is beautiful.
Yeah.
It does attract quite a few netizens, doesn't it? I mean, you get a lot of traffic on this thing.
Yeah, I get about 500,000 unique visitors a month.
It's kind of amazing. So I think maybe people still love the whole Star Trek appeal, or do you think it's the new Will Wheaton that they're coming to see?
In the very beginning of my website, people came to laugh at Wesley Crusher and came to be really, really cruel to me. And over the 3 years that the website's been up, I have written all about my day-to-day experiences, you know, struggling as an actor, and then all the different things that I've gone through. And nowadays, for every one "I liked you on Star Trek" email I get probably 5 or 6 that say, you know, I didn't even watch you on that show, and I saw Stand By Me when I was a kid, but I really like the way you write. And that's really validating for me. It's really nice to feel like I'm not resting on my laurels from so long ago.
Has it been difficult, though, to separate yourself from that Star Trek past? I mean, are you able to walk down the street? This is many years later. You could still recognize you as Wesley Crusher, though. Do you get recognized all the time? And let's face it, Star Trek fans, some of them are a little crazy. Do you get bothered?
You know, it's really interesting. When I was a kid, people really didn't have a problem getting right up into my space and really just going over the top and being completely out of control.
I know what you're saying, man. It happens to me all the time.
I'm sure it does.
It is.
Yeah, but now you notice that maybe as an adult, people sort of step back a little bit.
Yes, they have, Will. Yeah. Yes, they have.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not all over you the way they used to be.
Do you still go to the conventions and all that? Are you still part of the Star Trek family?
Yeah, from time to time I do those things, mostly to promote my work, mostly to talk about my website and to share the books that I have coming out with people. It's really great for me. When I was a kid, I had kind of a love-hate, hate-hate-hate relationship with Star Trek. And now that I am an adult and I've been able to be removed from it for several years, there's so much of that to be proud of, and there's so much that I did that is really fantastic, that I really love being part of it. it. And I feel very lucky to be part of such an enormous, kind of global international phenomenon.
So I've heard that you have a new book deal. You've been writing for years, but you have a deal now with O'Reilly, right? And they're a very famous high-tech computer publisher.
Yeah, a lot of people, if you're not a computer nerd, you may not know O'Reilly, but they are well known for writing all the in a nutshell books and the definitive guidebooks. They have all the cool animal woodcut pictures on the covers.
You're such a nerd, man.
Yeah, they picked up Dancing Barefoot, which I founded a publishing company and published Dancing Barefoot myself, thinking, I'll sell 500, maybe 600 copies in a year, and I sold 3,000 in a little over 3 months. And Tim O'Reilly noticed that and read it and liked it and told one of his editors to call me and let me know that they wanted to be my publisher. So they picked up Dancing Barefoot. They're also going to release my next book, Just a Geek, and then they asked me if I would write a book on personal website design, where I can sort of talk about what it was like to build WillWheaton.net and what my experiences were like pulling all that stuff
It's really cool, man. It's like the Will Wheaton trilogy.
Yeah, that's right.
It's kind of cool that, you sort of played a geek on TV, he was a big geek, and now you are sort of one in real life, and you've been adopted by this geek community, and they're sort of nurturing you as you go on your 1-2 star path.
Yeah, and in my trilogy, Han Solo shoots first.
I like that. Yeah. Here you have it. That's Will Wheaton. Congratulations with everything, the book deal. O'Reilly is the publisher. Make sure you get your copy. And for all the latest news and gossip on Will Wheaton, you got to go to willwheaton.net. Check it out, man. And stick around. We're going to be right back after the break. Don't go anywhere.
Hey, listen, I'll call you back.
I hope you don't mind.
Mom, there's a sign in our yard that says room for rent.
Yeah, that's right, honey. This wireless bill is so out of hand, I had to get your roommate.
Oh, hi.
No, dear, that's your brother's roommate. Yours is...
Okay, that wing of the house is closed.
Is your wireless plan costing you a fortune? Well, then take your number to T-Mobile, where families talk free. T-Mobile Family Time Plan, just $49.99.
T-Mobile, get more.
All right, we're gonna try and hit that water bottle with the new upgradable gravity bomb from Ratchet & Clank Going Commando.
Go!
Oh, way off.
You missed it. My bad.
All right. The gravity bomb, one of 51 weapons and gadgets not fit for this world. Rated T for teen.
Time to flit about in a sexually charged romp. Here's pics of web chicks and girls gone wired. Yeah, tonight's prancing little peekaboo is Francine D. Francine hails from exotic Hong Kong and is 3/4 Filipina. She's also quite short. And that, my friends, reminds me of a story. It was in the small fishing village of Deer Isle, Maine. In that village, there lived a tiny little moppet named Brad. He was small, but there was no creature in the sea that wee Brad couldn't drag into a boat and gut. But one day, under cover of dark, a band of Filipino pirates took Brad away to whatever strange land it was they hailed from, and Brad was seen in Deer Isle no more. Except for this one time when he appeared in the town square, shirtless, riding atop a timber wolf in glistening trousers made from the skins of 19 Filipino pirates. Hey, for more pics of Francine, check out her website. You like my little story?
I liked you flitting around.
Yeah, you should do one of those. I mean, if you want to make some extra money, you should set up one. Don't you think you should set up one of those pay sites like the Girls Gone Wired do? Make a little extra money on the side, you know? I'm serious. There's big money to be made in this kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm sure there's big money in the pay sites, but I'm already making a ton of money on the side in commercials abroad.
You're kidding. You're doing commercials like in that, like Lost in Translation with Bill Murray? How he did
I'm doing commercials in Japan, exactly. Have you seen the site Japaner.com?
I've seen that site. Yeah, I learned that there's all these different celebrities that go to Japan to do these commercials, even though they're making buttloads of money here in this country with the big movies and everything. They go over there to make a little bit extra change,
and they're
doing stupid Japanese commercials.
They don't want the American audience to know about it, so they have it in their contracts that they can't show them, and it's really ridiculous because they're great commercials.
So what, are you going to show us some here?
Yeah, here's Arnold Schwarzenegger. There's nothing embarrassing about this. Look at this.
not too embarrassing. Like, why does he need to do that? Not only is he making so much money by being the governor of California, but he's making like $20 million.
I have a feeling he's not doing those commercials anymore. But there's other ones too. We also have like, let's see, Academy Award nominee Charlize Theron.
From Monster, yeah.
From Monster, that's right. She has one.
Oh my. あなたにラックススパモイスト。それは素肌のみずみずしさを保つ。
Wow. She's really hot.
Did you like that?
I liked that. I didn't see any of her movies, but she's pretty damn good in that shampoo commercial, I thought.
I don't know. I thought it kind of, I mean, I don't want to compare myself to Charlize, but I think I'm better.
You did what?
Okay, well, I have a commercial for Banca shampoo, and no offense, Charlize, but I think it blows yours away.
Let's see it. Here's Laura Swisher's Japanese commercial.
忙しい女性のためにいつも働き汚い髪は嫌。そんな彼女にはバカシャンプーしかありません。バカシャンプー一日中みずみずしい潤いが続きます。バカシャンプーが一番。バカシャンプー。
That's great. What are right up at the beginning? It sounded like bukkake, bukkake. What did she say?
Bukkake. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Bukkake. They're really into that kind of shampoo out there.
Looked like bukkake, bukkake. No.
I don't know. I hope to do a lot more out there. So if anyone's friendly with ad agencies out there, let them know that I'm available to do more. So hire me. Also, if you guys want to check out other celebrities not as big as me, then go to our site, techtv.com/unscrewed.
And we're going to have your commercial up there, too,
That's
right? Yeah, I'll do them, too. Please, hire me. I'll do bukkake commercials. All right, coming up, I'm going to strip to the waist and play with myself while everyone laughs and laughs and laughs. Don't miss it.
Sentenced to death. A condemned man awaits his fate. Until...
Whoa! Inmate, back in your cell. Everything's under control.
All hell breaks loose. In a place where nothing is what it seems, you must choose your path and uncover the truth behind the suffering. Out now on PlayStation 2 and Xbox. Rated M for mature.
The 260 horsepower Infiniti G35, one of car and driver's 10 best for 2 years running. A dream to drive, the Infiniti G35.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Unscrewed. So, people spend billions of dollars a year on video games, but if you know where to look on internet, you can save your money for pills. Here's tonight's free web game in Playing With Yourself.
Celebrex.
My boy Pat Morita once said, a man who catch fly with chopsticks can accomplish anything. And I guess that's true, judging by who Pat Morita's with right there. Hey, here's tonight's game. It's called Fly Suey. The object is, just like in The Karate Kid, to catch flies with chopsticks, and damned if it ain't the hardest game I've ever played. I mean, you think, though, if Mr. Miyagi could accomplish anything, why the hell couldn't he keep his house clean enough to keep all those flies out, right? Let's do it again. Let's try it one more time. I did get one?
No, he did not get one.
Oh, damn it! You and your Japanese friends. What is it with you and your Japanese friends? Go back there.
I think if there's flies flitting around your soup, you should just leave the restaurant.
You should probably not eat the soup.
That is not a good game.
Now, speaking of Karate Kid, you ever wonder what happened to Ralph Macchio, the guy who actually played the Karate Kid? Not really. Well, here's what he looks like today. Whoa! Hey, Ralph, wax on, dude. Wax on. All right. Hey, you can get a link to this and all of our free games at techtv.com/unscrewed. All right, thanks everyone. That was a great show. Well, thanks to our guests, Lieutenant Commander Wesley Crusher, Search Spurters Sammy and Jen, Will Wheaton, Girl Gone Wired, Francie, Pat Morita, and the Swish. Good night, everyone.
Good night.